wow, this top makes me look 100 pounds bigger than I am. True story about this shirt. I actually bought it at an estate sale of a dead man. So I'm wearing a dead man's shirt. But his wife was so touched, his widow was so touched that I wanted it because I thought it was so, it's just so cozy. You know how we girls are. We want cozy. Also, trying this flavor, I'm going through like an Alani streak, and this is Breezeberry. So Alani, I'm ready for that sponsorship whenever you are. Chemicals. So I took a 5-month break from social media. I was really primarily on Instagram. I remember kind of what did it in for me was when I shared that I didn't think people should take contraception, and 3 people messaged me and told me that they were blocking me and unfriending me. And I was like, wow, am I crazy or are they crazy? So anyway, I stepped off of social media for a bit and I was like, this has been so healing. Took 5 months, came back in October and did an update series on my stories so that everybody, if you don't know the terms I'm using, good for you. You are living a fuller life than 99% of the human population, at least the American first world country population. Basically, I shared here's a photo from June, and here's a photo from July, and here's a few photos from August. Look how good my life is. And I shared 10 photos and was like, the past 5 months of my life have been so good. It's really annoying. Golly, this is only a few weeks ago and I'm cringing at myself. Normally it takes a decade. No, for me, it takes weeks of growth to then look back and be like, ooh, that was rough. You upload these photos after a 5-month break and you're like, cool, I'm just gonna now keep a balanced view with Instagram and I'm just gonna get on once a day, right, in the evenings or something. But I uploaded another picture a week later, and then I shared another photo, and I have 200 followers. I have deleted and remade an Instagram profile 4 times. So I was never super active on there, but I uploaded another photo. And I don't know what it was, but something hit me. I was like, why am I doing this? Why do I feel the need to show what I'm eating today? Why do I feel the need to show how beautiful my son is? And he is beautiful, okay? He's absolutely gorgeous. I continuously go back and forth about letting him be a baby model, because I'm like, college fund, anyone? But why do I feel the need to share that? Why do I feel the need to share that my hair got redid? You can't tell because it doesn't look good, but it did. Why do I feel the need to share this Bible verse with these strangers who I'm not actually going to have a spiritual conversation with? What's going on here? Why do I feel the need to do that? And the algorithm never fails me. Probably 2 days after I had those thoughts, this video popped up and it was like, hey, lower IQ people. I think it said something like that. It was like, lower IQ people feel the need, or maybe it was smarter people don't feel the need to take photos and share them on social media. Smarter, happier people. And I was like, okay, I'd like to think. I know I'm happy. And I'd like to think that I'm a little intelligent. Not intelligent, but average. Okay, not low IQ, average. I'd like to think that about myself. I was like, and I just had these thoughts a couple of days ago that it felt stupid posting photos of my life. That felt silly to me. And then this video popped up. Okay, so we can call it the algorithm or we can call it an act of God. Okay, I'm going to go with God on this one. If you are truly joyful, this is my thinking. If you have satisfaction and fulfillment in your life and in the Lord, okay, because everyone struggles with oh, is this enough? Am I enough? Are my children enough? Am I enough for everybody else? And it's you're not, but God fills in the gaps for you, okay? So if God is enough in my life and I have a fulfilling life, and I do, okay, it kind of, though, it sounds desperate. If you're like, no, I really love my life. I just need all of you to affirm me in it. I need all of you to see it. I need to be seen. I need you to heart react, to my content and I need you to comment about how beautiful everybody is and how funny I am. Please tell me that I'm funny. It does make you wonder, is that person happy? Are they? Because they're reaching, right? They're reaching for more. They're reaching for attention through screens from people that they probably don't talk to ever, or at least they don't talk to very often for the relationship to be like authentic. And all of these thoughts are going through my brain for a couple of days. I was making this beautiful bowl of soup for my family. And this thought, not one of like excitement, this thought of like duty crossed my mind. And it was like, you should share this because you're making a really pretty bowl of soup. So you should post this on social media. I was like, what? Why do I feel inclined to do that? Why can't this soup just be for me and my family? Why can't I just be a blessing to these people around me without letting everyone know how much of a blessing I am to my family? It was so cringy. It's like, how often does this thought cross my mind? I started paying attention over the next week. My husband and I went on a vacation this week, and let me tell you, vacationing with children, it's not the same as vacationing without, but that's for another video. But we were on this vacation, beautiful. We were up in Oklahoma, in like green country, Oklahoma. It was so beautiful. And there were moments where I would realize that my brain would instinctually go, you should take a picture of this and post it on social media. You should post this on social media. Oh, no, you should post this on social media. What about this? This is a cute latte and you're at a cute coffee shop. This should go on Instagram. Okay, people should see that you're doing this. I was like, wow, that thinking is robbing me of fulfillment and joy. And I started to just like lean into these moments. And this is so sad because I know that this is all like a new phenomenon, like generations before us never dealt with this thinking, that it didn't even cross their mind that this would become the world for us, right? It's like you live for moments, not for the moment, not for the people you love, and not for being a blessing, but to share that you love these people, to show that you're a blessing, to communicate to everybody else, strangers, or friends and family online, that you're having these moments. It's not actually for just the people you love that are right there with you. And I started leaning more into just being in the moment, okay, and not even taking a picture. And very quickly, within like 48 hours of practicing this, I was like, okay, I think I'm over it. I do. I think I'm over feeling the need to share photos every day, every week, maybe every month of me and my family. Because it's like it becomes disingenuous. You're cooking this meal in part to eat the meal and to bless your family, but also there's a smidgen in there, and for some people, a huge part of it is to share it online and to make you look a certain way. It's kind of like the worst versions of this, the worst offenders of this, are people who post like, I'm breaking generational curses by parenting my babies better than how my parents did. Now, there's a layer to this of like, wow, do you have to drag your parents in front of the entire world? Okay, that's like one problem with it. But the other problem is like, you're showing off how great you are to your children for other people to see. And if you're having a sweet moment with your child, how genuine is that moment with your child? Because you took a video, like you set up a scene in part to show off how great you are to people, and it's interrupting what should be a genuine, intimate parenting moment with your child. And isn't that taking photos of sharing photos, especially of all moments throughout our life? Like making this meal for my child should be about their health. It should be about cooking. It should be about learning a new skill. It should be about getting calories in for the whole family and making sure no one's starving. And it should be about, talking to them about the meal, what I made, what do they like, dislike about it. That should all be about us and my family. And instead, needing to post it, it becomes about the world seeing me, viewing me through the lens that I want them to view me through. And it interrupts that connection, the connecting time I'm having or should be having with my family. And then, of course, you just connect that to parenting moments, schooling, like all these things. And I think there's a difference between that and informational content. Like, hey, here's how I use my, because this isn't my brain at all, so it's always good for me to see people showing me how to homeschool, because I have a 2-year-old, so he'll be homeschooling in a couple of years. But, oh, here's our organization system at home. Hope this is helpful to you. Like, that's one thing. Or like, hey, here's a recipe for those snickerdoodle cookies. But showing moments, genuine moments between you and your family and your loved ones and your vacations or whatever, and you're just showing it to like hope people see how great you are or how much of a blessing you are to others or how blessed you are. It just seems like it's robbing everyone involved in the photo of authenticity and warmth and goodness, like life. Because like, remember, life used to not be about posting it. It used to not be about taking a photo even, actually. It was about just living, right? For most of people, surviving. But then if you were privileged enough, it was just about living and loving people and listening and talking and hearing other people's stories and being there for people and laughing. And now it's about all of those things should be seen by other people, and it's going to be through a frame that I've set up, right? Life becomes a set, essentially, for other people to see how you're doing or what you're doing in life. And it's stupid. like again, I am on the lower IQ range. I don't know how that works. Is it does it an arch? I don't. Wow, I'm exposing a lot about myself. How would that look? How does an IQ scale look? But maybe I am over on like the more dumb side. But I am now seeing that from a joy and fulfillment side and an authenticity side, like I want to be real. Okay, you don't have to like me, but you are gonna know who I am, and I'm gonna be real. And there's something so fake. Even if you're trying to share sweet moments or like, oh, look how great of a parent I am moments, look how great this person is in my life, that moment, you're thinking about how other people see you in that moment. That's why you took the picture. That's why you wanted someone to take the picture. And then that's especially why you're sharing it. And yeah, I think it just robs people of vulnerability. I think it robs people of honesty. I think it robs people of authenticity. And I'm kind of over it. Like, I used to have this back and forth internally of like, should I stay on Instagram or should I go from Instagram? Should I stay or should I go? Back and forth and back and forth. And God, I feel like, has just opened up. Like, I've just had this like light bulb moment. And he's just been like, this is actually what it's like to live on social media or to live for social media. Is even when you do want a good, sweet, honest, like authentic moment with someone, there's this little voice or this little note in the back of your brain that goes, you should share this, or you should take a photo of this, or somehow you should stage this so people can see it. And that's so icky, as my 2-year-old would say, nasty. It's nasty. And we have to battle, like my generation and millennials and Gen Alpha, and then generations after us, we're going to have to battle this. But we have to actually admit that this is a problem. Like, be with me in the moment. Don't be thinking about other people seeing you. If you want to go out on a date with your husband, don't think about everybody seeing your cute outfit online from your date with your husband, but focus on like talking to your husband, listening to him, being attractive to him, making it about the two of you and not about, I don't know, Muhammad from Egypt. I feel that my children and my husband and the people around me deserve authenticity from me. And I want to be able to just like buy groceries or make a good meal and it not be about everybody seeing how great of a mom I am, how healthy I am. She's such a health nut, Look at her go. I don't want any of that. I'm over it. And it's like, we have to take it back. We have to take back the control and not be controlled by likes and those little dopamine hits and the algorithm, but instead just be influenced by our true relationships with people and love. That sounds so stupid, love, be influenced, but it's true. Like, really love people where they are for who they are and not not make it about a dopamine hit for you and how you look for the gram. Hit up Alani, see if they want to, see how they feel about sponsoring a pro-life, prolifically pro-life, up-and-coming Catholic Christian woman. Who doesn't want to sponsor someone like that?